Just gotta make sure this cord doesn't get wet, but this thing is in float if you can't tell. And we're plowing, not much fell here. I don't know, maybe an inch and a half, 2. We normally plow at 2, but it's our first plow of the year. It's heavy, wet snow. Gonna get this one taken care of, along with a bunch of others. All right, time and temp update, 2:13, 33 degrees. And we've got, look at all the water running down from melted snow. These are the road conditions. Plows have been through once. You can see the higher shoulder from the plow runoff. But this is the town of Unionvale. Unionvale does not have the best highway department. No disrespect to those guys. I'm sure they work their asses off. I think it's just a lower tax base, so less money to allocate to roads, which, you know, sometimes is a necessary thing. So anyway, this guy came through on my way here. You can see he's got one pass. It is there, all the departments are out plowing and salting, whether that's county, state, local, well, town, village, city, whatever. Right now we've changed over. We changed over about 1:30 to rain. Gotten like 2 inches of snow. It's barely my trigger, but it was forecasted to be a bigger storm, and you know, I think a lot of people, especially the beginning of the year, you want to kind of not ever under promise and over deliver, but just over deliver. You know, I'm gonna reach out to a couple clients where they're paper plow and see if they want this or not. Maybe they don't. Maybe you know, this is like a ridiculous waste of money to them. Or like, hey, I want to make sure my plow guy's good this year. How come he didn't touch the first storm? You know, so this is kind of like that fine line you walk, like why communication's important. And after I stop this, I'm gonna reach out to 1 or 2 of them. But the good thing about the changeover early is it allowed me to, I thought I wasn't going out till about 4 or so, and it allowed me to start earlier, which is in daylight, and probably finish in daylight. We'll see if that holds true, but no matter what, we'll get the bulk of the route done in daylight. So that's good. That's really good. Because plowing at night is fine, but you know, especially when you're like, you know, this is our first one of the year, so you're just getting back to it. All of my driveways are repeat clients, so it's not a big deal at all. This guy just waved, but look at the road conditions here. So real quick with this, they look wet. They are wet, but they're not. They also have a glaze, so there's puddles. It makes it look wet, and people are starting to fly, but there is a real icy glaze because the ground temperature is below 32 degrees. And that's where you use salt to try and bring that temp up and melt on contact, but the rain is freezing on contact in some aspects. So you got to be very careful if you're out and about, and that's the downside. The downside is, although it's not rush hour yet, but more people are going to see this. Oh, the roads are just wet. Let me go out and about, and you know, there's more of a chance for collisions, people going off the road, that sort of thing. But you know, they're going to see. Look at this, 55. They're going to see a 55, pretty wet. On this is all farms here. So you can see that's more grass where you can see it's covered. This is more like a hayfield that's been, you know, that's straw hanging up in the ground. So it doesn't look like that's covered at all. But, you know, you can kind of see like here, you know, it's plowable. But it's plowable to pretty much everybody, but not, you know, you got to check. But you have more people willing to go out and whatever. So I'm actually headed to a little out of the way right now. But I'm headed to a property that, number one, gets salt. And just in case this does change back to snow, I don't think it will, but just in case this changes back to snow, I want to get those salt clients done first, so in case it changes back, all that melts on contact, instead of me plowing the driveway and it looking like it's done, and then 30 minutes later it changes back to snow and it's no good. Yeah, see, so we're coming down here. This is a big hill, and I don't know if you could see in the middle there, that's ice. That's ice. So it is kind of melting in the tire tracks, but the second you leave a tire track, it's ice and it's slippery, which is why snow tires are essential. Preaching that, people think it's ridiculous, but you spend $1,000 on snow tires, you save thousands more in repairs, to your own car, to claims on insurance, for hitting other people. It's just, yeah, like I'm locking up right now. This is ABS, lock. I'm not good. But this property that I'm headed to also, like I said, it's out of the way, but it's on like this kind of road. It's on a main road. So I want to get that out of the way before people start venturing out. And I want to get that done where I could also see cars coming, because it's on a busier road. You want to make sure you're just about safety, visibility, all that. So that's done. Also, I wouldn't really care at all with this one, but sometimes the neighbor wants to do it, and it sucks to go all the way out of the way to, and then you feel bad. The guy's like, oh, just charge me anyway, even if the neighbor does. And I'm like, you feel bad. You don't want to do that. That's messed up. But whatever. All right, so that's that. Still have a bunch more to do. I did get that Vevor snow pusher. Looks great, works great. I just used it on my walkway real quick before I threw it in the truck. Handle is a little short, so Chinese stuff are made for shorter people. But I mean, I guess you're pushing it, so you don't want to have a long handle. But I don't know, handle's a little on the shorter side, but that's gonna make. I have one small driveway on an HOA that I plow if it's big, if it's like heavy accumulate. Higher accumulations, but in this case, I'm just gonna shovel it real quick. It's the equivalent of 2 parking spots, but it's 2 parking spots both in front of a 2-car garage. It's a pain with nowhere to put any snow, and he's got sprinkler systems right up butting up against the driveway, so it's it's not fun. But anyway, I'm battling, when you plow, you're battling the fogging of the windows because you're hot and it's cold out there, and you have it on max defrost, but then you're freaking dying of heat and need air. So that's the battle I'm having here. I'm gonna get back to driving, get back to plowing, get back to shoveling, salting, and all of the above. Have a good one, everybody. All right, this is cool. I was behind, there was a few cars in front of me, but he ended up going around. Watching these guys plow around traffic circles. So prior to that last traffic circle, he had the wing down, and now the wing is up. So obviously these traffic circles are pretty narrow, so he's got to pull that up. You can see the snow coming off the front, so he is plowing. And then they go around like 1 or 2 times, depending upon how tight they at least go around a full circle. So if he's going straight, he's not really going like, the second exit of the circle, so to speak. Oh, almost had a collision there. That would have been crazy. And he just goes around, which is pretty cool. Look at that truck is up on the bankment there, and it looks tippy with the salt. That's kind of scary. Anyway, just kind of thought that was a little fascinating. How they plow traffic circles. That's got to be tough to do in a big plow truck. In a pickup, it's totally different. It's easy, but in a big truck, it's it is what it is. Anyway, that's all.